Does Jesus still belong on the cross? Before you crucify me, please be aware that I am Christian and Christ has already died for me. He has already been crucified for me, so there will be no need for that. Thank you. But since today is Sunday, I thought maybe we could have a Think Mega Church edition. The reason I asked that question, does Jesus still belong on the cross, is because Jesus is not on the cross anymore. Jesus has ascended. The cross was not the destination. The cross was the doorway. Even when he was on the cross, he told the guy next to him, the thief next to him, that today you join me in paradise. And the last memory of Jesus, or the last sighting of Jesus by the disciples, his followers, was him ascending. He was going up. He's seated right next to the Father. Jesus never said, remember me through the cross, or remember me on the cross. Now, am I saying the cross is not important? No. I'm just saying that I was looking one day, I think I was praying, and I was looking at the cross, and it just hit me like, he's no longer on the cross. So when I think Jesus, I think a part of me, or my identity, seated right next to the Father. That's where I am. That's where my identity is. That is the fruit. That is the root of my faith. Even the Apostle Paul says something. If Christ has not risen, then your faith is futile. Your faith is useless. Mind you, I was not born a Christian. I was born a Muslim. I was a Muslim. So I obviously had to study the Bible myself, and I, not for religious reasons, just for personal reasons. And I just find it interesting that Christ is still on the cross. I think our faith and our identity is in the Christ that has already ascended, that is right next to the Father, and he is an expression of us. So when we're praying with somebody, or to somebody, or through somebody that is not on earth or on the tree. That being said, be well. Christ said something, he said to his disciples, how people will know that you're my followers is the love that you have for each other. Nothing else. So the love that you have for each other would make people know that you're my followers, my disciples. And he says, if you want to remember me, when you eat this bread, this communion, when you eat this and drink this, eat it in remembrance of me. He didn't say anything about remember me on the cross. The cross was an expression of, our misdeeds, our sins that have been nailed to the cross, and the old self, the old identity is no more. Because if your identity is still stuck on the cross, then obviously it's like you're nailing Christ over and over again. But the video is getting too long. I just thought to share that with you. I don't hear people talking about it at all, and I just thought to share it. Be well, be safe, be renewed, and be Christ-like. Think Mega.